Hello everyone, I'm Shilpa. So today let us go for indexing to provide access by multiple keys. It's in file structure module 2. So let us start with that. Indexing to provide access by multiple keys. So in the previous session we have already seen what exactly is indexing and how it helps to access the things directly. Okay, so let us today we go for the particular indexing concept where we are using multiple keys for accessing the things. So in the previous session, we have seen only one key, that is primary key. We use it for indexing. So you will be having a reference field as well as a key address. Key, right? So key is nothing but the primary key whichever you are using, and we have taken a label ID for primary key, and we have also taken the reference address, that is nothing but the index whatever we are providing. So that was taken in the previous session. Only one primary key we had taken. But here what we are going to do is we will go for multiple keys. That is, we use the concept of secondary key also. So if we use primary key, you can usually go directly to the stacks to find the record. But if we search using secondary keys, then we need to have three different files. One is secondary index file and data file. If we are using only primary key, then we have only two files, that is index file and data file. Okay, where index file contains the key and the reference field, and data file contains all the fields whichever you have. Okay, so if we go for secondary key concept, then you have one more file to be loaded, that is secondary index file. So in the secondary index file, what you will be having is you will be having secondary key as well as the primary key of that particular record. So if we are using secondary key, then why exactly? Since we will be having only two files in primary key, it will be good if we use it only primary key. So why we need to use secondary key? Because sometimes say you have your own USN and you will be having your name. So while remembering you as a person, I will remember your name instead of USN, right? Because USN will be difficult to remember. Primary key, it is a unique key, so USN will be considered as a primary key because one will have its own USN. So USN will, but primary key, since it is a unique key, it is very difficult to remember that. That is why if I can access the things using secondary key, then it will be good to remember, right? So I can call you by your name, not by yourself. I can remember your name, not yourself. Okay. So name is nothing but a secondary key. That is why we use secondary key concept. So for example, we have taken here a composer index, that is nothing but the secondary key. We have taken the composer names, who is the composer, that we have taken the secondary key as a secondary key, and as a primary key we have taken the label and id, the combination of label id we have taken as primary key. So this is the composer index uh, file. Okay, now we have several operations over here. The first thing we have is record addition. When a secondary index is present, adding a record to the file means adding a record to the secondary index also. Whenever you add the things to the data record, you need to add it to the secondary index also. Once again, you need to add it to primary index also. The cost of doing this is very similar to the cost of adding a record to the primary index. One important difference between a secondary index and primary index is secondary index can contain duplicate keys. Name can be, same name, different person can have same names. So secondary index can contain duplicate keys. But what about the primary index? Different person will not have the same USN. So primary index, it is uh, there will not be any duplicate keys in the primary index. Okay, so the record addition, the cost of adding the record is same as how you have done it for the primary index, same. Next operation we have is record deletion, removing all references to that record in the file system. We call it as record deletion. So it removes corresponding entry in the primary key index and all the entries in the secondary index that refers to this particular primary index entry. So if we have a data file and you have some records, now I'm going to remove this record. So the same entry in the secondary index file, that needs to be removed. Same entry in the primary index file, that also needs to be removed. So while adding, you need to, when you are adding it to the data file, when you are adding it to the data file, then the same thing needs to be added to both the secondary index and primary index file. So while deleting also, if we delete from the data file, then the same thing needs to be deleted in the secondary file as well as primary index file. Now record updating. So record updating is nothing but we have three different things over here. Update changes the secondary key, update changes the primary key, update confined to other fields. So the first thing we have is update changes the secondary key. If the secondary key is changed, whatever updation you are doing is the secondary key itself. Say you have name as the secondary key, you are going to you have composer as the secondary key. So suppose you are modifying that composer, the secondary key is changed. We may have to rearrange the secondary key index so it stays in sorted order. So secondary key index you need to rearrange if you are going to change it. Update changes the primary key. Now, if you are going to touch the primary key, you are going to modify the primary key, it requires update only the affected reference fields in all the secondary index. It do not require reordering if the secondary index unless the corresponding secondary key occurs more than once in the index. Now suppose update confined to the other fields. All updates that do not affect either the primary or secondary key fields, it will not affect the secondary key index even if the update is substantial. So if you are modifying any other fields other than primary key or secondary key, what will happen? Modification takes place only in the data file. It will not affect the primary key index or secondary key index file. So that are the three things we need to consider in the record updating. Then retrieval using combination of secondary keys. Now you have two secondary key files here. One is composer index file, title index file. So composer is considered as the secondary key in this file and title is considered as a secondary key in this file. And primary key is same, that is label ID. Now let us go for an example. We begin by recognizing that this request can be rephrased as a Boolean AND operation, specifying the intersection of two subset of the data file. Now we need to do the intersection operation. Now let me take the example. Find all data records with composer is equal to Beethoven and title is equal to symphony number 9. Now we need to get a particular records which are having both of this because we have used AND operation, Boolean AND operation. So that means both of this needs to be there. So your record should contain composer as Beethoven and title as symphony number 9. Now let us see the first thing, that is composer is equal to Beethoven. So if you consider this example, so composer is Beethoven. So these four records are having composer as Beethoven, right? So ANG 3795, DG 139201, DG 18807, RCA 2626. These are the primary keys of those records. So that I have written here, the four different primary keys of those which are having composer as Beethoven. Now let us see title as symphony number. What are the primary keys? So symphony number 9 title you have here, and these are the three things you have for that. So all these are having different primary keys that I am going to list it out over here. ANG 3795, COL 31809, DG 18807. These are the primary keys which are having the title as symphony number 9. Now we got these two fields. Now we need to do the Boolean AND operation. How can we do the Boolean AND operation? That is nothing but intersection. Now what I am going to do is I will write all the composers whatever I had, four different composers and three different titles I will write. Okay, and now I am going to find out which is same. So the first thing is ANG 3795 and I am going to compare it with this. So I got the match, I will write it as matched list. Next we have DG139201, that is not there here, so I am not going to touch it. Next you have DG18807, so that is there over here, that is matched list. I am going to copy it over to matched list. Next you have RCA2626, that is not there in the list, so I am not going to write. So whichever got matched, I am going to write it as the matched list. And that matched list will contain composer as as Beethoven. That matched list will contains composers as Beethoven and title as symphony number 9. Okay, so both fields will be there in this particular match list. See, these are the record whichever you have, where you have a symphony number 9 as the composer and Beethoven as the uh, title. So these are the two records, data records, which we are going to get. So that's it about the today's session. Let us meet in the next session.